Hello, my name's Harrison and I work in the CisSandbox. Come visit us on the second floor of Smith behind the trading room if you have any further questions about this video, want help on your CS or IT course, or if you just want to check out virtual reality and any of the other cool stuff we have going on. In this video, we will be using the if function and its variations in Excel. When using the if function, you enter a statement, comma, the value you want returned if the statement is true, comma, and then the value you want returned if the statement is false. To demonstrate this, we'll open up Excel and return yes or no if this set of numbers is greater than 500. We type equals if, open paren, comma, B2 is greater than 500, comma, yes, which will be returned if the corresponding value in the B column is over 500. Also make sure to use quotes because text is a string value, comma, return no in quotes again if the value is not over 500 and drag it down. You can see here that the function returns yes when the value in B2 is greater than 500 and no when the value is less than 500. We can also expand on the if function with an OR function. Using OR allows Excel to return the true value if any of the statements listed under OR are true. More simply, we'd return yes if A is true, or B is true, or C is true, and so on. So to do this, we type in equals if, open paren, or open paren, then B2 is greater than 800 for the first statement, comma, B2 is less than 200 for the second statement, and close paren. Now we comma yes with quotes, comma no with quotes, and close paren. Now the statement we wrote means that Excel will return yes if the function in the B column is either over 800 or under 200, and no when neither is true. And when we drag the handle down, we see just that. Instead of if or, we can also do if and. In order to return the true value, all the listed statements under the and function must be true. We'd return yes if A and B and C and so on are all true. For this, we'll type in equals if, open paren, and open paren, B2 is greater than 800, comma, B2 is less than 200, close paren, comma, yes in quotes, comma, no in quotes, close paren. This function will only return yes if both these statements are true, which of course is impossible since you can't be more than 800 and less than 200. So when we drag it down, all the values returned are no. Another expansion of the if statements are what we call nested if functions. You use a nested if function if there is more than one value you want to be returned rather than more than one statement you want. In order to do this, you replace the false value of the if function with another full if statement. Your function would basically say, if A is true, then return yes. If not, check if B is true first, and then return maybe if B is true, but no if B is also false. To demonstrate, I'll type in equals if, open paren, B2 is over 500, comma, return yes in quotes, comma. Now we're going to type in another if statement and we're going to use our and function here. If, open paren, and open paren, B2 is over 400, comma, and less than or equal to 500, close paren, comma, in quotes, close, which will be returned if the and statement is true, comma, no, close paren, close paren. We drag it down and we see our usual yes and no's, and here where we have the numbers in the 400, it says close. We will now do a couple of variations of the if function, and I'm going to need some more data for this, so we'll enter half the volume of column B into column A. The first variation we will use is the SUMIF function. This will sum a range if a condition is true. So you type in the range you check, comma, the criteria the range must fill, comma, then the range to be summed if the corresponding range is to be filled. The range that you're summing goes last, not first. We'll type in equals SUMIF, open paren, A2 to A19 for the range we check. The criteria is if it's over 250 in quotes, because we don't have just numbers here, we also have the greater than sign, comma, then enter B2 to B19 for the range we sum. And we get the sum of the columns B, where the corresponding numbers in A are over 250. We can type the same thing in with the average if function to average a range given a condition. We enter the range we're checking, comma, the criteria it must fill, comma, the range we want to average. And here we get our average value. To wrap up this video, we will do the count if function, which will count the number of cells that meet a certain condition. We enter in the range we count, comma, enter the criteria that each cell must meet in order to be counted. We'll go equals count if, open paren, B2 to B19, comma, over 500 in quotes, close paren, and we get our cells that are over 500 counted. That'll do it for this video. If you have any more questions, please stop by the Sandbox, and thank you for watching.